Hey everyone, Tyler here at The Movie Beat. Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm just going to be kind of doing a casual hangout and talking a little bit about a Korean director that I'm going to be getting into, or just exploring a little bit. One of my favorite things about watching films in general is just finding a director that piques my interest and then kind of exploring their filmography. So usually I'm more excited when I stumble upon a director who has a lot of work under their belt that I had no idea about. Of course, it's always fun to seeing a new director in their first film and following them through their career, but this is another path that I like getting into. So some of you guys that have been keeping up with my channel know that the past month I've been doing a lot of older science fiction films. I was kind of trying to get ready for Space Sweepers, and one of the films that really caught my eye going back was this film called Yesterday. So if you want to see more about my thoughts on this film in particular, check out the Past or Future episode. I think that's number 3 that dealt with kind of time and memory and whatnot. Anyways, so I didn't really look that into it at the time, but it was directed by someone named Jeong Yoon-soo, who, as I was kind of just cruising on Letterboxd, which I like to do, just, clicking through the links and seeing who's related and what films and whatnot, I stumbled across that this was also the director of one of the more interesting Korean films, and definitely one of my more popular video review uploads that I've done ever on this channel, My Wife Got Married, with Son Ye-jin and Kim Joo-hyuk. So this was a very interesting movie for me in a lot of ways. Some parts of it is very frustrating, but there were so many layers to this film that I couldn't help admire it, and for a lot of different reasons. And even after watching it that time, for whatever reason, I didn't go into the director as much as I should have. So maybe I was busy or whatnot at the time. So I was very interested after seeing that it was also the director of Yesterday. So I did what I kind of love to do if I have the time, and explored to see what else this director has. His 2 other films that I found that he has made, I had never heard about before, so I love just doing a blind buy and checking them out. So the 2 films that he also has, very interestingly, we'll start with this one first. This was from 2010, and it's called Two Women, I believe, but the English title is Love in Between. Now, if you'll notice something interesting about this title and My Wife Got Married, if you had seen this one, in this one, the actress Son Ye-jin, she opens up her heart to 2 different men. So it's kind of this love triangle, if you will, between a woman and 2 men. And I'm looking at this one, and it's like, okay, we've got a man and 2 women here. So I'm very curious how this one's going to be, how this one is going to play out. I am not looking at anything about these films other than their titles. So I love going into a movie completely blind. So I'm just kind of judging this by the cover. So it looks kind of like the opposite, at least gender-wise, from My Wife Got Married. So interesting on that point. It looks a little bit more of a serious film, because just of their expressions and whatnot. My Wife Got Married does have a lot of charming and funny moments as well. It is kind of quite serious, but more different tone, it looks like, overall. A lot of smiles on My Wife Got Married, and for this one, it looks quite a little bit more serious, but who knows, I could be surprised. Curious about checking it out. I actually had to pick this one up used here in Korea. I couldn't find a new copy. So inside, looks like, okay, looks like the 2 women are actually in a bathtub here together with a lot of rose petals and whatnot. So very curious on how this one is going to go. Might be the opposite story of My Wife Got Married, not sure. So curious about checking this one out. Love in Between from 2010. The actors in this one, the names don't just scream familiarity, but definitely you're gonna know Jung Joon-ho, because he was in a lot of older films, I would say, My Boss, My Hero, Marrying the Mafia, and whatnot. Haven't actually seen him on a lot of newer films, but one of his films that I haven't seen that I really want to see is called More Than Blue. So if you have seen that one, let me know your thoughts on it. So the actresses, again, not super familiar with them. Jeong Yoon-soo, let's see, was My Wife is a Gangster. I'm just here on Letterboxd cruising around. So again, not a lot of stuff recently. So the other one, and maybe a little bit more exciting for viewers out there that are interested, because I know some of you guys like limited editions. This is DVD though. Of course, there's no Blu-ray for his films. I picked up his other film, and this one is brand new, sealed. It's a limited edition DVD, so I am very, very excited to get this one open. This was put out by Cinema Service, so if you guys have some of older Korean DVDs, you'll know Cinema Service usually has some good products. So the Korean title of this one basically translates as "Can You Live with the Person That You Love?" And it talks about a scandal between two couples, some scandal between two couples. So again, a very interesting common theme here. We've got multiple couples. We'll take a look at this one, see some of the art, see if we have some kind of similar feelings, but let's get this one open. The English title of this one real quick is called Love Now. Also kind of interesting, this director, Jeong Yoon-soo, all of his films have like the same rating on Letterboxd. So the average score of 2.8 stars, except for this one, which I believe was a little bit higher at 3.0. So very similar rating overall. All right, so this one does look like some kind of a digipack, which is really exciting to me. Okay, get this old plastic off. This one must have been sealed for a long time. This movie came out in 2007, and I'm sure the DVD came out, not long after. So very lucky to have tracked this one down brand new. Opening. Always feels like Christmas when you open something like this. And the outer case is really cool because it's hard. It's like really hard, and it has some nice like flower drawings that are really reflective. So really high quality. These old DVD limited editions are just so nice. Okay, already you got similar theme here with the picture. Look at that. This director, what's going on here? Sort of a same vibe overall. So interesting. This one, instead of 3 people, it's 4. So whatever kind of love triangle, square, I don't really know how you would describe this, love scandal, we've got 4 people now instead of 3. Okay, so I want to be careful to open this. This seems very weird how this... Okay, wow. Okay, it opens that way. Don't want to look too close at some of these pictures because I obviously don't want any spoilers, but very cool inner picture design here. So really high quality too. I'm glad this one really held out over time. It's no fading, sun fading or anything. And looks like, is that Jung-hwa? Oh yeah. So yeah, the actors in this one, Jung-hwa, Park Young-woo, Lee Dong-gun, Han Chae-young, really cool here. I love Jung-hwa, so really cool to see that shot there where she's like boxing or something. So interesting. Now this one turns around this way. Also still pretty cool here. And I've never really seen a digipack open and fold like this. It's usually the other way around. So I am loving this digipack, even though it's kind of confusing because normally I think the discs would be on this part, but it flips around this way. It does have supplements, looks like a commentary, some kind of a story about the two couples, poster shooting, music video. Very cool. Love Now, or the Korean title, Can You Live with the Person That You Love? Got this one, brand new, from 2007. This one is from 2010. This one was Love in Between. So this will also be interesting just for the month of February, kind of got the month of love here. I'll put on my Patreon a little vote for which one I should review. So I definitely want to check both of these out, but I probably won't have a lot of time to get through reviewing both of them. So make it a little bit fun, and we'll do a vote to see which one you guys would like me to review. Again, that'll be on my Patreon account. And oh my goodness, what is this? Almost missed it. Whoa, we've got some big image cards here. Wow. That's exciting. I can't even believe I almost missed that. Whoa. These are way bigger than we get like in today's type Blu-rays and DVDs. That's a cool shot right there. So this actually piques my interest even more now, because one of the special features was a behind the scenes of shooting these shots for the poster. So it'll be fun to see them set up this, because that looks very nice. Maybe one of the other posters. Got a single shot. Okay, so that looks familiar from inside the digipack. Oh, these old limited edition DVDs, my goodness. So again, these films are from the director Jeong Yoon-soo. Let me know if you guys like this director, if you've ever heard of him. I'm just kind of feeling like I'm stumbling across his stuff. So my expectations aren't going to be super high just because I'd never really heard of these films, but my interest is very high as I explore this director's work, because like I said, I was a fan of his previous two films that I have seen, both Yesterday and My Wife Got Married. So please look forward to a review for one of these in the future, and thanks for watching. Hope this one was interesting for you guys. As always, if you guys like this stuff, please like and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Tyler here at The Movie Beat. Keep watching movies.